All right. That did not go well in Pullman, Washington today. The Arizona Wildcats fall to the Washington State Cougars 73-70. So last night, the Arizona women's team lost to Oregon State 73-70. Helena Pueyo did not score any points. Today, the Arizona men lose to Washington State 73-70. Kylan Boswell does not score any points. I tweeted it out earlier today. If your best players or one of your best players can't score any points, it makes it very difficult to win. And we talked about in the pregame show how good this defense was for Washington State. And boy, did they show it tonight. One of my keys going in was maybe get the pump fakes going because they were going to be able to block shots. They blocked 8. Wildcats, though, could, they got to the line 21 times in this game, but only made 13. We probably should have known it was going to be a bad night when Kylan Boswell, a 90+% free throw shooter, misses the first 2 free throws of the game. And Arizona loses by 3. They are now 3-3 away from Tucson in their last 6 ball games. I'm David Kelly. I am joined, as always, by Kelvin Ifan, the captain. 1998. J-Dub has the evening off. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Tonight, we want to hear from you after this loss. Kelvin, your initial thoughts on a disappointing performance tonight by the Arizona Wildcats?
Yeah, but first, just Washington State, Cal Smith, man, I was giving him his praise, I think, before in the pregame show that, what I used to see him do at San Francisco, man, he just always were in games and, made a few upsets. And, this was one of his biggest ones. I mean, when you beat Arizona at your house in front of your fans, and it's just amazing what he was able to do there. But, yeah, no, just a tough night, man. Caleb Love brought it. And brought the energy from start to finish, but it just seemed like offensively the rest of the guys just had a struggle, man. It was tough for them. I was really looking for Larson and Johnson to really step up, being seniors on the road, and they scored 9 and 7, which is okay, but we need a little bit more out of them today.
What are we seeing, Kelvin, in terms of what are you seeing in terms of why this team maybe can't find its footing right now away from McHale Center?
Well, I think defensively, I think they played okay. 73 points. I think they scored their usual 90 points. I mean, that's a 17-point victory.
Right.
I just think that offensively, man, they just didn't have it. I mean, Washington State is a good defensive team stat-wise. I think they rank in the tops of most of the Pac-12 defensive stats. So that showed you a little bit that was real today. I mean, they have the athletes and the size to be able to cause people problems, and they caused us problems today. And Boswell being off, and you don't expect him to have 0 points. I mean, with the mid-range that he has, and also the 3-point shot that he has. I don't have the stats right here right now. I'm waiting on them to pull up.
0 points, but the other thing, 0 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds.
Yeah, no, that's I can't even understand that. And what was
25 minutes?
How many shots?
5 shots.
See, only 5 shots.
5 shots.
Only 5 shots, and I'm sure those were spread out because I couldn't even remember. I only remember like 2, maybe possibly 3. So you still got to be a little bit more aggressive than 5 shots. I mean, again, you don't want to shake things up, I guess, because you were right there in the game, so you don't want to take any chances. Because it's same what I kind of said for the young lady earlier, Poyo. I want to mess up her name, but I just think, sometimes, man, as a player, when things are kind of, I won't say going good, but you're in the game, sometimes guys don't want to press it too much and and make mistakes.
520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. It is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show. We'll take you, it's a little before 7 o'clock. We'll probably take you up till right around Be sometime between 8:30 and 9 tonight, and we'll take your calls. We'll have our review of our best bets as well. I think everybody's losing on the best bets tonight. Not a good night to try to take home any money. We'll review our keys to the game, our Window Depot glass cleaner of the game. All of that is straight ahead tonight. I just thought that the Washington State Cougars, and again, we can continually say that, look, this is, Arizona is going to get everybody's best shot. They're the one ranked team. Everybody wants to beat the ranked team. But this was a much different loss than what we saw in Palo Alto 2 weeks ago. I thought it was a much more physical game. And I thought Washington State, in essence, bullied Arizona in this game. Ruben Chenalou snatching a ball against Keshad Johnson. We had Oscar Clough banging down with Umar Ballo. You had, guys dunking on the Wildcats underneath. It was just that kind of game. They just were the more physical team, I thought, tonight, were the Washington State Huskies.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Just for enough to be able to win, so you got to give them their credit, man. But they set the tone early, as we call it. I mean, they put the referees in a position to where they were going to have to call everything. And the Wildcats, and I'm sure Coach is going to explain to them, guys, when you're on the road, you can't expect anything. And
No.
I think they got uncomfortable with a few of the fouls that weren't getting called, and it kind of got under their skin a little bit, and then it affects your play a little bit. And so, but yeah, you just have to play through those. I mean, and I think at the end of the day, I'll keep saying it, and I know, at some point you can be like, well, wait a minute, it's mid-year, but these guys are still learning each other, and the reason why, DK, because they haven't lost much, and it's hard to learn a lot about each other in those wins, and so, a little bit, you can learn a little bit about yourself in that Duke win, the Wisconsin, but these losses is really where they're learning their character from, where they're understanding that you can't underestimate anyone for not even a second.
So how long does that take?
Man, like I said, when you're winning, you don't see it.
Yeah.
When you're winning, you don't see it, and then they lose, and then guess what? The next game they win by 27.
Yeah.
Right? They win by 27. It's like an average
Or 40.
Yeah. So it's tough, man. I hate to say it, but it's going to take a few more of these road trips to places where it's not that exciting, to Oregon State, Oregon, and see if they can get over that hump. But you have to prove it. Another trip is the mountain schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're going to be waiting. They're going to be waiting, and they're going to need those games to help them get into the tournament. So they're playing desperate teams that really need wins, and that's going to either bring the best out of you or it's going to expose you.
28 points for Caleb Love in this ball game. He needed, however, 25 shots to get to those 28 points. But once again, I mean, when you get down at times, it seems like he's the only one that can get you out of it right now. And he was out there hunting his shots like Caleb Love does, because he felt the situation and realized, okay, it's time for me to go out there and try to bring this team back. Now, Caleb Love shooting a 28-foot three-point shot when you're down 4 with a minute to have to go. I don't know if that's a good shot. I'd like
that was the ones Coach talking about.
I'd like you to work the ball and maybe get a better shot, but again, that's what it is, and that's when you're down 4 and he feels like he's got to try to make something happen, and that's the way that he felt that he needed to make it happen there. And again, the last opportunity there, could they have gotten a better shot? Maybe not. But again, I didn't think that was a very good look either for Caleb Love. But again, 28 points, 8 rebounds. He did all that he could to try to keep this team in the ball game. And it felt like when I was watching Kelvin, it felt like that it wasn't going well, but I just felt like the Wildcats were going to find a way to pull it out. I just had that feeling for most of the second half. I was like, it's not like, because, there was a stretch where Washington State, I think, missed 11 of 13 shots. Mm-hmm. So they were there, and I just said they just got to get that run, and then they got it, took the mini lead, but couldn't close it down the stretch. And Washington State wins it thanks to a huge performance by Isaac Jones 8 of 15 from the floor, 8 of 10 from the line, 24 points, 13 rebounds. And boy, that Miles Rice kid, he scored 18. Man, he was nice. He looked nice.
Man, his poise, man, and he's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, and sometimes, man, that make you look at the game of basketball like, what is this? Right. It makes you look at any sport and, things you can look it right in the face and say, let's go. And he had that attitude going into that final, like, this is my opportunity, man, to show all that I wanted to do when I couldn't participate. And he went out there, man, and he balled. And, and they got some good screens set for him. And all of it was set up by big fella Jones, man, being able to score. I tell people all the time, and I'll say it over and over again, a team to get the most easy buckets is going to win.
Yeah.
And, and he was getting them all day.
And there just weren't a lot of easy buckets, especially in transition for Arizona. Just 8 fast break points in this game.
And I'll say this, too. That's the reason shot blocking is so important. Right, they blocked 8 shots. I couldn't even see it, but it felt like 15 because they all to the line. I mean, you blocking dunks,
right?
Like what, 2 or 3 dunks got blocked. I mean, that's the difference in the game right there. So, my point right there is when you have those shot blockers or intimidators around the rim, what happens is people stop going in there as much. People stop looking for their shot. And so yeah, man. It's those guys, man, really made a difference in that game on the defensive end. Getting up there, blocking those shots.
Well, we've been talking about the layups and dunks stat. It was ugly tonight. Layups and dunks, 11 of 31.
Oh no,
35%.
Now that's the lowest
Arizona.
Of a couple years.
Yeah. Can't imagine it's been. I've not seen it that low this season. At all. And you talked about missed dunks or some of those were dunk attempts that were blocked, but they were 0 for 3 in the dunk category after getting 11 in the win over Utah on Saturday. 520-848-1290. We'll head out to the phones to talk to you. And first up is Doug. You are on Wildcats Radio 1290, and it is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show. What do you think about that one, Doug?
Oh, man. Really frustrating. It's just one of these crawl under your skin kind of games where it's just like you just feel it. You just feel it creeping in. And I guess if we feel it, the guys probably feel it too. You guys were talking about how, after a while when you feel like you're not getting the calls and the shots are rolling off the rim, that it just gets to be frustrating and it gets you out of rhythm. And it's just tough. And yet it was extremely winnable, obviously. And you just hit on the stat I wanted to share. Credit to Michael Lev from the Daily Star for posting that stat, 11 for 31 inside the restricted circle. I mean, that's the story. Everybody wants to beat up on Boswell. I'm going to defend him again. Not that he did anything great today either. I mean, he's a big part of the problem too. But people are just focusing on Boswell, and there are a lot of people on the wanted poster tonight. You can't. I mean, you just can't miss 20 shots at the rim. You just can't miss 20 shots at the rim. I don't care who you're playing. And meanwhile, on the other side, we've got guys just dancing around our bigs, with great footwork and pump fakes. And I was having flashbacks to that guy from Princeton. I had to look up his name. It was like Ev Bowman, Tosan Ev Bowman. I was having flashbacks watching that Chinyelu guy just like dance around Ballo, and that's a big concern for me, and Johnson too, and Larson too. Like our 4s and 5s and Krivas, Krivas too. But like that wasn't the whole story. There are a lot of stories here, but we've got to be able to finish at the rim, and we've got to be able to stop guys from finishing at the rim. And so a lot of that doesn't have anything to do with our point guard. That's a different issue. But I mean, as a team, we missed 47 shots.
Yeah.
We missed 47 shots.
Worst shooting game of the season, 35%.
Not good.
No.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not just in the paint. We go 7 for 24 from 3. That's 17 misses right there. And as great as Love was, and everyone's going to, give him the adoration, he missed 15 attempts.
Yeah.
He missed 15 shots.
25 shots to get 28 points.
Yeah, and you loved the ones he made, and he kept us in it for sure because nobody else was taking those shots. But then again, you kind of wonder, like, well, if we weren't just trying to force the ball to him as the hot hand, maybe somebody else could have made some shots. But I don't fault the team for trying to look for him down the stretch. I'm not going to say that other guys ran and hid, It was more just get the ball to the guy that's keeping you in it. You can give some heat to Larson or Boswell or other guys for like not looking for their shots, but when you got a guy that can hit 23 footers contested, you kind of want to see if he can keep that up. So I didn't have a problem with that. My biggest issue is just how do we not finish at the rim, and it's not the first time this year.
Well, it is becoming a problem. That's for sure. I mean, I think we can officially say that. I don't know if maybe a problem, but it's an issue. I would categorize it as an issue because it is happening frequently now in these games. And one of the things that I didn't get a chance to go to the press conference this week, but I hopefully get there this coming week. But I know earlier in the year, Tommy said they had a philosophy about their bigs and how they want them to shoot around the rim, but I don't think we ever got the answer to what that philosophy was. He kind of said, well, we have a way we do things, but no one ever asked him like, well, what is that way? I'm interested to find out what exactly that way is, how they teach these guys that they want them to shoot the ball around the rim and finish around the rim and because clearly, this is a team right now that at times is having issues with that.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Kelvin, my biggest thing is I think they just got to get a little bit unbothered about the foul. I think you have to understand that, especially when you're at other people's house, you can't think you're at McHale. Sometimes that's the bad thing about playing at McHale. You get those calls, and you start anticipating those same calls, on the road. And I just think you just got to be more physical and go up and dunk some of those more vertical. And again, Washington State made you not feel like you could dunk those because they blocked a few of them. I mean, they went up to block some of those, to dunk those, and they got blocked. And just like to see a little bit more energy when you going up, and just a little bit more stick to it. I'm gonna keep going until I make it, kind of thing right there. Not as soon as I fall. You noticed a lot of guys on the floor looking around for the ref. No, I'm gonna get right back up, get that ball, and try to go back up again. I'm gonna chase somebody down and get a block. Like you just have to continue to play and kind of be comfortable with a dirty game, a physical dirty game.
Well, you're absolutely right, but to their credit, one of the two positives I was going to call out is that we did have 22 offensive rebounds. So we rebounded about half of our misses, right? We missed 47 shots. We rebounded 22 of them. So at least we were looking for those.
The bad thing about that,
yeah,
is that the only way you could do that is if you're right there point blank and missed it and was able to get it right back, which is, I guarantee you, that's what that was, because you're not getting those long shot rebounds, right? So that means that you were missing a lot of layups and getting second opportunities and still not making them.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, there were times we had 2 or 3 shots at the rim but I called you a couple weeks ago and I said something about, going up with intentions, and you agreed with that. Yeah. And it's like you don't just want to put the ball in the neighborhood of the rim. Like, it's got to go actually in the rim. Yeah. My analogy is like you go to the grocery store, you buy your groceries, you come home, you cook the whole meal, and then you throw it in the trash. Like, you don't eat it. And that's like we go through all the motions to try to create an offense where we can get the ball inside, and then you got to have the reward at the end, or else what's the point? You might as well just settle for threes. So he's got to figure that out. And if it's not going to be finishing at the rim, then we got to have guys doing more drives or kick outs for threes, and just give up on scoring inside. But I mean, that would make it a lot easier to defend.
Oh yeah. Now you got to stay.
So you can't give up on it, but. Yeah, just got to finish. To me, that's way more frustrating to me than a point guard going 0 for 5.
You know what else I saw was Washington State did a great job, and they had the bodies and the guys physical enough to fight for that position. You see how hard they was fighting, and the referee was letting them hand fight and body fight. And I felt like by the time our guys got the ball and turned around to go score, man, a lot of energy was sapped. Having a battle with those guys in position like that. But it one thing about the system, and I think I heard in the postgame show, you heard Coach Lloyd. I said Coach Tommy, but Tommy Lloyd talking about that. He made the look at what are you doing, and his plays a little bit more, because a lot of times when you're successful, you run the same stuff year to year, no matter who you have. But what ends up happening is a lot of times the team in your conference is really getting your blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, this is what y'all do. Y'all gonna really keep doing this and until we stop it. And so I think some of these teams realize like we got to go get some physical people that can battle and that's willing to fight. And if we could take away Barlow at the bucket or Tabellis at the bucket, you change Arizona.
Yeah, but when you're good enough, you don't care if the other team knows exactly what you're going to run. You can still enforce your will.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just think we need to get our confidence back and be able to execute because we do have the talent. And as much as people are going to feel shaky today that, oh, man, another, sorry-looking road loss, we have the talent to beat anybody on our schedule. We've already won at Duke. We've beaten some good teams. Alabama's good. Wisconsin's coming on strong and all this. We just have to bring it in these games where people get out of our comfort zone. To me, and I'll wrap it up, but to me, the two biggest glaring weaknesses we've seen this year are three-point defense, right, against Purdue, against FAU, and then not being able to execute in the paint. So if Tommy could just sit with his assistants and sit in the room and figure those two things out, I think we're going to be great, And the very last thing I'll just say is I thought that Jaden Bradley had a pretty good game. He went 4 for 4 at the line. I thought he was very active on trying to steal the ball and distributing. So I thought he was a bright spot in an otherwise pretty dreary day.
I wouldn't mind.
I'll leave it at that.
Hey, we appreciate you, Doug, as always. I wouldn't mind. Right. I would not mind seeing the ball in Jaden Bradley's hands a little bit. Maybe when it matters. I mean, he seems like he hit that turnaround jumper in the lane to give them the lead, and he's done that before. He's hit big shots down the stretch. He hit the shot at Michigan State down the stretch. I would not necessarily mind him being. I know he's young and we're still kind of bringing him along, but he seems to be a guy that's comfortable. In that situation when it's crunch time to put the ball to find his shot and put it up.
Well, you got to remember, McDonald's All-American.
Yeah.
And he was in the SEC, and he started a ton of games there. So he's been against pressure every day at practice versus some big-time NBA guys that came out of Alabama last year. He's playing against some good guys every day, and then again in that conference. So you can see the poise that he have on that court. He's not the fastest guy. He's more crafty, and he's a bigger point guard. So he used that to his advantage. What I love about him is that he gets into the lane. He's not really looking for threes. I think he took a couple today just because, they were open, and I think they were kind of leaving him open for that. But the way that he attacks and get into the lane and kind of force the defense to him, to me, it opens up other guys for, giving them better opportunities to score.
Jaden Bradley in 26 minutes, 2 for 5 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, 4 for 4 from the line. Finished the game with 8 points. He had 1 rebound, 3 assists, and just 1 turnover tonight. Arizona, though, falls to Washington State 73-70. Let's get in our first break. AJ Camacho is running the ship tonight, making sure we don't crash it into anything. Way to go, AJ. The first segment went fairly well, I would say. This is the Meridian Wealth Management post-game show. And with Kelvin Ifan, I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
This hour of the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show is brought to you by Advanced Auto Care, Crest Insurance Group, Desert Diamond Casinos, First Chiropractic, Frog in Firkin, Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates, Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, the Polston Results Team with Keller Williams, Southern Arizona, Royal GMC Buick and Cadillac, Royal Kia, Royal Jaguar Land Rover, the Window Depot, Blue Whale Car Wash, Caruso's Italian Restaurant, Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing, The Diamond Store, Goldberg and Osborne, Goodfellas AC.
Hey, Eugene, what's with the giant pile of scratcher tickets?
With these scratchers, I'll win enough dough to enroll in the UberTube car repair classes and finally know how to fix your car right.
Well, then keep on scratching, Eugene.
Good luck on that, guys. But if you need a sure thing in automotive repair or for your next set of tires, check out Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. And this month, pay with your Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care card and get $66 back.
And check out our full page of promotions and discounts at jackfurriers.com.
Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care since 1960, here to get you there.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or royalkia.com.
Do you often worry you left the garage door open? With a LiftMaster garage door opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out.
Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates is your authorized local LiftMaster dealer. Visit KaiserDoor.com for more information.
Tired of dry, itchy skin? Have mineral buildup at every faucet. Ram Plumbing's affordable, green, eco-friendly water softener and alkalized purification systems are built right here in our great state of Arizona and use a fraction of the wastewater as their competitors. Want soft water, non-chlorinated, or the best alkalized drinking water? You can trust Ram Plumbing to be your one-stop shop. Ask about their Water Taste Challenge. 40th year anniversary savings, up to $500 off water systems and $40 off any service. If your plumbing's in trouble, call Ram on the double.
True Wildcat fans know that when you're looking for the best place to watch all the big games on big screens, drinking cold beer and having the best food, all paths lead to Desert Diamond. Bet on your Wildcats and all your favorite teams 24/7 on our easy-to-use kiosks. Come chill on our comfy couches and build your best bet at Arizona's best bet, the Desert Diamond Sportsbook and Bar.
An enterprise of the Thana Autumn Nation.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Desert Diamond Casino is licensed in Arizona.
Hi, this is Natalie Fernandez of Meridian Wealth Management, and I'd like to invite you to our complimentary retirement income workshop held every Friday at 10 a.m. in our offices at the Williams Center. We discuss the key risks in retirement, how retirement has changed, and how to best plan for success. A recent study showed 60% of retirees would go back and plan differently if they could. We want to help you avoid the would've, could've, should've. Call our office at 719-1433 to reserve your seat today.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Here's an important message from University Termite and Pest Control. The weather is getting cooler here, and so rodents will be seeking alternative housing. Do you need a professional? Call University Termite and Pest Control, 886-4146. They've been serving Tucson since 1974. You can be assured University Termite and Pest Control will keep you pest-free using the most responsible products and application methods. 28 school districts, 3 hospitals, 2 colleges, 1 university, and thousands of homeowners trust University Termite and Pest Control. You can too. Call University Termite and Pest Control today at 886-4146 or go to bepestfree.com.
Desperate buyers have created tremendous opportunity for sellers. If you've had the slightest thought of selling your home, it's time to call Sean Poston with the Poston Results Team at Keller Williams, Southern Arizona. Why choose the Poston Results Team? Past performance, more money in your pocket, over a 65% referral rate, an incredible Poston Results Team staff, and most important, communication, because you and your home matter. The Poston Results Team. When buying and selling really matter, go to TucsonHomeValues.com. That's TucsonHomeValues with an S.com.
You want to protect her. You'll give anything to make sure nothing harms her. Every minute together makes unforgettable memories. Except that time you parked her under that tree and...
Oh, come on, man. Really?
Sorry, we'll never speak of it again. But remember who came to her rescue? Recon Auto Detailing. Arizona's premier auto detailing company comes directly to you. We'll make your masterpiece shine like it should, and with a monthly maintenance package, we'll keep it that way. Recon Auto Detailing. Online at recondetail.com.
Coach Tommy Lloyd here. Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is the ultimate team when it comes to your home's comfort.
Thinking about replacing your heating and air system? It's free furnace season at Right Way.
These are some of the slowest months of the year. We have equipment in stock and our crews are available.
And to spark business, we're including an 80% furnace absolutely free with the purchase of an air conditioning system.
And if that's not enough, we'll include a Wi-Fi thermostat, 10-year parts and labor warranty, plus we have 0 interest financing available.
Call or text 520-200-2422 today or visit rightwayac.com.
The Window Depot is proud to sponsor the first look at today's game and would like to invite Arizona Wildcat fans to visit one of their Tucson warehouses. The Window Depot provides over 1,000 in-stock vinyl windows, interior and exterior doors, plus granite and quartz countertops, and a huge selection of custom cabinetry, all at the lowest prices in town. Consider the Window Depot your MVP when it comes to your home improvement needs. Stores are open Monday through Saturday, or order online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. We have the Arizona Wildcats covered on game day like no one else. We are Wildcats Radio 1290. The Meridian Wealth Management postgame show continues on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Bounce pass off to Wells. Now inside to Jones. Quick turnaround shot. Bounces and goes. Another big bucket for Isaac Jones.
Isaac Jones, 24 points in the ball game to go along with 13 rebounds. He's now got 50 points in the last 2 games for Washington State. I think we know who the player of the week is going to be in the Pac-12. It's going to be Isaac Jones. He scored 26 at USC and 24 against U of A.
Okay, and 0 assists versus U of A. I wonder how many did he have versus USC?
Assist?
Yeah. And the reason why I'm going with that is this. I got a W. After your first couple that you make, I got a W because I know you don't assist the ball.
Yeah.
Let me see you pass out of there and let me see what you can do, but I'm not going to just let you keep cooking my guys one-on-one. We had some unfavorable matchups a few times.
They went small on
it. Yeah. And, he went to work right away. They did a great job of sealing, getting him the ball into the post, and he went to the hook shot every time, and that thing bounced around the rim. The softest touch I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Let's find out if we won any money on this game tonight.
Tucson, what happened with today's best bets? Did the Cats beat the spread? It's time to look at the best bets. Brought to you by Desert Diamond Sportsbook, Arizona's best bet.
This is going to be quick because everybody lost on this game here tonight. The line was 9 in favor of U of A. We all took U of A, and that did not happen. And the over-under on this one was 153. We all took the over, and it came in 10 points under at 143. It's kind of funny, Kelvin, because we were talking about some of the games. I think that in particular we were talking about which game was it? I believe it was the TCU-Texas game earlier this week. We're thinking about, man, they're playing games in the 50s and stuff. And it was like, and it looked like early that this game might be in the 50s. But obviously it eventually got up into the 70s. But that could be the kind of game that you might see a lot of next year in the Big 12.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, teams are going to try to take you out of whatever you do well. And they're not going to try to get in the track meet with you if they know you're a team that like to score a lot of points. So they're going to try to slow it down and make it grimy. These teams try to figure out a way to win, and they don't care how it looks. They know at the end of the day in the record column, it's a win or a loss. It doesn't really matter how much or how it happens. So, yeah, man, it's going to be a lot of those ugly games, and you got to be able to win ugly. You got to be able to win an ugly fight sometimes. I mean, that's just the way it goes. I mean, and you got to be comfortable with it. And with a team like Arizona, that fast break, that average a lot of assists, what teams are going to do is they're going to try to make you play one-on-one. They're going to try to take away the assists, the pretty parts of the game, and try to force you to isolate and beat their defenders one-on-one.
All right, so the 12-4 now are the Wildcats on the season. J-Dub falls to 20-12 with the 2 losses on the betting side. On the bet slip tonight, I'm 19-13. Kelvin is 18-14. We'll see what happens on Wednesday night against USC, but nobody's winning any money tonight.
Those are today's best bets. They're brought to you by Desert Diamond Sportsbook, Arizona's best bet.
All right, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. We are streaming this show on a number of different platforms. Video, you can watch the show tonight on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch at Wildcats Radio 1290. You can watch it on Twitter at Wildcats 1290. You can also interact with us on all of those platforms. You can send us a text to 520-848-1290. Our friend Fred checks in. Fred listens to all the shows with, we mentioned his mother, who is in hospice right now, Jean. And Fred checks in. The team made a strategic error not to dedicate this game to my mom, Jean Smith, like they did the last week's games, which they won big. Maybe they'll fix that on Wednesday if she is still with us, and we certainly hope she is. We appreciate you, Fred, for listening, and for Jean Smith out there for listening, and we continue to pray for Jean as she battles through her illness. Again, 520-848-1290. Text that number. In fact, text app to that number, and I'll send you a link so you can download our app so you always have 1290 with you wherever you want to go. Let's talk to Paul in Phoenix and get his thoughts on what he saw tonight from the Arizona Wildcats, a 73-70 loss to the Washington State Cougars.
David, Kelvin, how you guys doing tonight?
Good, brother.
Pretty good.
Hey, thanks for the distraction. You've dragged me away from Peacock and watching.
Yeah, it's just been. It was just a bad day, Paul. I mean, the Browns got their butts kicked, and U of A lost. I mean, this is just
Browns should have been on
J-Dub is
Amazon
sick. I mean, this is just a bad Saturday.
It's not good. You know, it's interesting. This team reminds me a lot of some past, Pat Lou Olson teams where they started out hot and we beat a lot of teams early in the season. But I kind of equate this, and maybe I'm off base, but I almost feel like this team has hit a wall, a little bit of a wall. But more to that, I think. Again, this is me being the fan of, I'm trying to find anything, right? Doug said all the good stuff, okay? Doug's the smart one of the group, okay? I'm the guy who's like, I'm so emotional about this nonsense. But I really think that the guys think there's a switch, and they think that they could probably hit that switch at any given time. And for some reason, the other team's going to just roll over and go, yeah, you already hit the switch, so let's roll over and let them come out and win. And that was never so evident, and it just did, as tonight. I mean, Arizona thought, this possession, no, and we finally almost got over the hump, but we still the switch was just not. It didn't stick. It just didn't stick. So I think what this team needs to do, and this is going to cause people to be freaking out, okay? I don't know how many games Kylan Boswell started last year, and I'm not picking on him because he's one of my favorites, okay? I don't know how many games he started last year, okay? But
I think it was like 6.
Maybe 6, okay. Well, it may be an opportunity for coach to say, you know what? Maybe Jaden Bradley, he comes in as a starter, and we get some minutes from him, and let Kylan come in and feel the flow of the game. Because for some reason, what we want Kylan to do is to be part of point guard U and totally help to control some of the motion that's supposed to happen. And when it's not happening from him, we all kind of start scratching our head where somebody's reaching for the switch, and the only one who was reaching tonight was Caleb Love, and he's the only one who's been reaching. So I think, and I'm still a big, and JW tried teaching me how to pronounce Phillips' last name.
Budavicianen.
Thank you. I'm still a fan, and I still think he's gonna have some sort of secret meaning for us down the road. We need him because I've heard things that he likes to score, and in a way, so does Caleb, right? Well, who else on this team is selfish in a sense that they want to score? There's not too many other guys on this team that say, hey, give me the ball. Well, if Phillip can get some minutes off the bench along with Kylan, there might be something there. That's just me being emotional, trying to figure it out. But this is January still. It's not even mid-January. We're close. We're not even there. But I really believe that this team almost just needs to kind of just like relax, take a reset, have a safe flight home tonight, okay? Relax, play a good game Wednesday and Saturday, and just kind of reset and say, guys, it's not always going to be easy, and we need to get some effort from some of the other guys. And it's okay to use some of your fouls, but if you're going to use them in the right way. Why we didn't hack Mr. Jones tonight? I don't get it. I've never understood that. I'm a firm believer. It's like if we need to send somebody out to say, hey, would you go cover him? I mean, literally just follow him everywhere he goes, and take him. Let him realize that he's not going to get these. And a lot of the shots were contested. Don't get me wrong, but it seemed like he was getting the shots he wanted, and that's what we really need to do. So again, flip the switch and let other teams know that their good offensive players are not going to get the shots that they want. Guys, thanks again. Okay, please don't switch to Peacock or Amazon, and stay right where you are on your radio station, so I can pick you guys up from Phoenix. And I will be there Saturday. I'm looking forward to the UCLA game. I sure hope that somehow we recognize the football team at the UCLA game. That'd be great. I'd love to be part of it. But you guys take care. Thanks again, and I'll be listening.
All right, Paul, we appreciate you as always. Thanks for the call. I don't know that Kelvin, I don't know that I've noticed Phillip being that type of aggressive offensive player where he's going to he's not afraid to shoot the ball when he gets in there. But, and I guess that maybe the selfish is not the term that's a good one, but I don't know that I see him being a guy like, okay, I know if I need to take over, I can take over like a Caleb. I mean, he's too young in his career to be that kind of guy. I think the only other guy that I get that sense with is maybe Pella. I mean, Pella can get the ball, and if he wants to be aggressive and try to get something for himself, he's the only other guy on the team that I feel like is in that mindset.
Yeah, and it's Boswell. Boswell can do it. You don't take 5 shots, man. So 5 shots, you don't know how you're playing. I don't know why he took his foot off the gas. I don't know why he kind of, started just, playing the back seat. But man, you just keep going, man. You keep going for it, man. You, as they say, you shoot all the gun, the bullets out the gun, man. You go, man. I mean, if I gotta go out, man, I'd rather go out, 0 for 10, man. I mean, and hey, they're gonna talk about me regardless, right? But I want to at least, try. So I just feel like because if he hit 1-3, DK, that ties the game. He hit that one late that he did, that ties the game, man. I mean, and I was happy that he did take that shot, but I was wondering in other situations, like, man, take that shot, get in there and get your little floater, like, just keep hooping, be a little bit more aggressive defensively and try to get a steal, to go try to make something happen. But no, man, He's the guy. That's the guy that has to get it done, and they have to figure out a way to make him more comfortable. These games, when you take these L's, it just wake you up. It wake you up. I mean, it's still a good team, and I think these losses are going to help them down the line more than any of these wins would have.
Caleb Love took 12 of the last 16 shots in this game. Actually took, looks like, 12 of the last 18 shots in this ball game for the Arizona Wildcats. You had Pella took 2, missed them both. Kylan took 2, missed them both. Jaden took the one where he gave the Wildcats the lead in the lane, and then Keshad took the 3-pointer that he made that gave them an opportunity down the stretch and brought them back to within 1. But outside of that, it was Caleb Love's show in terms of within this offense, shooting the basketball, and they actually made 8 of their last 16 shots. So, but they just could not stop at the other end. I think Washington State, just looking at their chart, made their last 6 in a row. I mentioned that stretch. It's funny because they had that stretch. They missed 11 of 13 and 7 in a row, and I tweeted that out. Washington State's missed their last 7 shots. And then they made their last 6 in a row.
And they went inside, to their guy to get the easy buckets. And, one thing they coach did. Of those. Right. One thing they coach did was he switched the defenses up. Right. And I think, again, they knew that they were going to get the man-to-man, and they went right to their guy to get that. And that's where that double comes in at. And I'm sure those are when you're winning, you don't need those adjustments.
Right.
You just keep doing what you're doing. Like, you can see it in Coach. Coach get a little feisty when you question what he do because I've been winning. Right? I've been winning. It's been working. Well, when you start take a couple of those L's, you start having to tweak what you do a little bit, which in the ends make you have a better team. Because guess what? The other teams are not expecting it. They knew they were going to get a one-on-one. They knew they was going to get the one-on-one, and the guy took his time and took advantage of it. And again, I said that about what was the game when I thought the guys were over helping one game. See, it's game to game.
Yeah.
Game to game, you don't help as much. Some games you got to really help. Some games you got to double, but when you're winning, it's like this is what we do. We won like that before. We top in the nation in defense. So, what's the problem now? Because we took a loss by 3 points. I'm like, so, I do understand that. We do what we do type of thing, stop it. But, sometimes, though, when you got a guy going, because it was that guard. Remember that guard? And I told you, I said, why we ain't double him early? We got to double him and get the ball out of it. Just like they letting Caleb take so many shots. I mean, I don't understand why some of the teams don't, double him and force the ball out of his hands. But I will say this. A lot of time when you don't double the ball out of guys' hands, you know what you're really saying? That this guy can't beat me by himself. The other guys are not going. We're going to force him to win it by himself, and we don't think he can. And I think that's part of the reason why Coach said he want Caleb to, kind of get other guys involved, because guess what? You needed one other guy. I tell guys that all the time. I say, you know what? It does look good. And you go back and look at your stats, and you had a good game, and y'all lost. Right? You look at the stats, you had a good game. But y'all did lose, but you did have a good game.
Yeah.
But that would feel a lot better to take a few less shots, maybe to even have a few less points, and you got the dub because you got other people's confidence in. Because I would force some of them other guys to shoot. Love don't mind taking all those shots, but the problem is, something I learned in high school, no matter how many of them points you score, it's hard to win if other guys aren't involved. So you have to figure out a way to say, you know what, Coach told him. I mean, I laughed about it because, the 15 points, we needed more out of them today. Yeah. I said, wow, you got to eat your words, quick sometimes. So he kind of went for it. But at the same time, I wish he still could have sprinkled in and dropped an assist here and there, just to force those other guys to be, more involved in the game.
Yeah, 3 of 14 assists. Caleb Love had 3. Arizona just 14 assists. That's low.
3
for an Arizona team. 14 assists is low for the Wildcats. All right, that opens up a line. We want to hear from you, 520-848-1290, and we will take more of your calls when we come back. It's the Meridian Wealth Management post-game show. Arizona falls to the Washington State Cougars, 73-70 up in Pullman, Washington. Along with Kelvin Ifan, I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Caruso's, a Tucson tradition since 1938, located on historic 4th Avenue. For 4 generations, Caruso's handmade sauce has been prepared with love by a family member, using only the best ingredients. Enjoy specialty Italian dishes like lasagna al forno, chicken tetrazzini, real Italian sausages, spectacular pizza, as well as many vegetarian options. Caruso's offers outdoor dining on their garden patio, with indoor dining also available. Open Tuesday through Sunday, with all your favorites available for takeout. For more information, call 520-624-5765 or visit their website at carusositalian.com.
At Nova Home Loans, we believe everyone deserves the opportunity to enjoy the independence that comes with home ownership. Whether you're a first-time home buyer who needs down payment assistance, have less than perfect credit, or looking to refinance, Nova has a variety of home loan programs for your unique situation. Visit novahomeloans.com or call 800-955-9125 to learn more. Not a commitment to lend or extend credit. Rates and available loan programs are subject to change without notice. NMLS 3087, BK 0902429, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Old Pueblo Harley Davidson wants your bike. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment, or stop by today to receive an inspection and an offer. Whether you're looking to trade in and trade up, or just looking for some extra money, we're prepared to make you a tempting offer. Don't deal with the hassle of selling it to a stranger. We're here to make the process quick and easy. Only at Pueblo Harley Davidson, or online at PuebloHarley.com. Again, stop into Old Pueblo Harley Davidson, or online at OldPuebloHarley.com. Some restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
For over 30 years, Tucson has been putting its trust in First Chiropractic for auto and on-the-job injuries. They're locally owned and a proud sponsor of the U of A radio broadcasts. So if you've been injured, make the right choice. First
Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
The new Blue Whale Car Wash, formerly Octopus Car Wash, is now open. They're locally owned and operated and offer many ways for you to save. Start now by downloading the Blue Whale Car Wash app. Then visit their website at bluewhalecarwashaz.com to find a location near you. Don't forget to follow them on Instagram and Facebook for even more savings. And for a limited time, their exterior-only wash is $5 at all 4 locations. Blue Whale Car Wash, proud radio sponsor of the University of Arizona Wildcats.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rock & K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills. Enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Hit the community trails, explore local parks like Saguaro National and Colossal Cave, and mingle at private Diamond Community Park events. In the top-rated Vail School District, Rock & K is close to work, shopping, and services. Tour 11 different model homes by top-tier builders, offering move-in-ready homes and special incentives. Live rockandk.com. Designed by Nature, proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
At Standard Restaurant Supply, their vision and #1 goal is to improve the lives of their customers and clients by providing a better culinary experience. Standard Restaurant Supply, if it's in a restaurant and not food, they have it. Open to the public, no membership fees, and they offer bulk store pricing without the bulk store purchase. Open Monday through Saturday at 601 South Cherry Avenue or call 885-2345. Standard Restaurant Supply is a proud sponsor of the U of A Radio Sports broadcast.
Get the backyard you've always wanted with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you're ready to dive in, then visit TucsonPoolBuilder.com. Schedule now and get 3 months of full service free. First Choice Pools for installs, renovation, remodeling, and repair. Get started today at TucsonPoolBuilders.com. First Choice Pools, the first and only choice.
Savings in Selection 100 is going on right now at O'Reilly Chevrolet because we have selection, we have savings, and we have over 100 trucks, including Chevy Silverados, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Arizona. See them all at O'Reilly.com. Call 747-8000 or test drive one today on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Find new roads during Savings in Selection 100 at O'Reilly Chevrolet. More than a great price.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
See dealer for details.
Tired of dry, itchy skin? Have mineral buildup at every faucet. Ram Plumbing's affordable green, eco-friendly water softener and alkalized purification systems are built right here in our great state of Arizona and use a fraction of the wastewater as their competitors. Want soft water, non-chlorinated, or the best alkalized drinking water? You can trust Ram Plumbing to be your one-stop shop. Ask about their Water Taste Challenge. 40th year anniversary savings, up to $500 off water systems and $40 off any service. If your plumbing's in trouble, call Ram on the double.
The Window Depot is proud to sponsor the first look at today's game and would like to invite Arizona Wildcat fans to visit one of their Tucson warehouses. The Window Depot provides over 1,000 in-stock vinyl windows, interior and exterior doors, plus granite and quartz countertops, and a huge selection of custom cabinetry, all at the lowest prices in town. Consider the Window Depot your MVP when it comes to your home improvement needs. Stores are open Monday through Saturday or order online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
The Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show continues on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
That was a big basket by Miles Rice down the stretch. Miles Rice for the Washington State Cougars finished 5 of 10 from the floor, 18 points, 7 of 9 from the line. Made 1 3-point shot in played 37 minutes, 18 points, 5 assists, 2 steals for Miles Rice. First chance we've had to see him since he came back from battling cancer, and boy, did he look good and was very impressive tonight for the Washington State Cougars as they get the win over the Arizona Wildcats by a score of 73-70. Time now for our Window Depot glass cleaner of the game, and I think this one is pretty easy tonight. Umar Balo gets that. 14 boards for the big man, 11 points, 14 rebounds. Again, struggled offensively, though, only 4 of 11. He's a guy that shoots right around 65%, but only 40% today. And you know, in a game when you lose by 3 points, you look at, and we talked about it in the first segment, you look at some of those points around the basket that the Wildcats did not get in this game. Krivas, again, second straight game. He's gone 1 for 4 after having that stretch of 4 games where he made 16 of 18 shots, and now in the last 2 games, Krivas is just 2 for 8. So, and Tommy has talked about wanting to have, 40 solid minutes from that center position. Well, tonight, only 5 of 15 from that center position. And when you want to play inside out, Kelvin, that's a big thing to look at on why you couldn't win this ball game, because you couldn't score inside against their defense.
Yeah, no, man, it was tough, man. I mean, they were just being physical and packing it in and getting hands in there and they were like, we're going to be physical because at worst we're going to send you to the free throw line or you're going to make your free throws. And today, you don't expect Ballo to make all his free throws, but 4 big misses today. At the free throw line, we were 13 of 21. Miss was that 8 free throws right there. So you make 4 of those, you make half of those, and you win by 1. So it's a bunch of little things when you go back through the game and look at them that is gonna hopefully inspire the guys to get back in the gym and to continue to work and fix some of those little things. But Ballo, man, he's gonna have to take it a little bit more take it personal around that bucket, man, and go up, because he said it in the interview. He said, "Oh, maybe I should dunk more of those." Yeah, dunk it. What's wrong? Go up to dunk every one of them. I'll make you block every one, because usually, one thing I will say, usually when you go to dunk and somebody blocks it, it's 95% a foul. It's rarely not called a foul, because it's almost impossible not to body check a guy, body bump him or something when you block his shot up high, especially when they going with force. So just want to see these guys just go a little bit more aggressive to the rim, because that's what we was missing, it felt like, in the past, that dunks and being physical in the paint to go up and finish, and and not trying to finesse so much. That was a rap that Tabellus got a lot of the times. Well, we got Keyshot. We really love where the live plays at, where them lives they were doing at, where the live to Ballo at. Like, give Washington State credit, they took it away with the changing defenses, but I got to go for it, man. I didn't see enough of those. Did you notice how Washington State penetrate and draw the defense and drop it off to their bigs to go finish?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at our stat line. We didn't, Boswell didn't do that at all today. That's something that should be high on his priority list, being that he's a point guard. Caleb Love didn't do enough of that today. He had 3 assists. To me, this is a game where he should have 6. You should have at least 6. That's the guy that you can be. So you got to get into that paint, man, to draw bigs to come over, especially when you playing a team like this where the bigs were going to come. Their big men were going to come to block the shot. And so they did a good job of getting it to their guys, and their guys finished, and our guys didn't.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Again, Umar Ballo with 14 boards is our Window Depot glass cleaner of the game. Window Depot, lowest prices, biggest inventory. Shop thewindowdepot.com. Let's talk to our guy Howie on the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show. Wildcats fall at Washington State 73-70.
Hey, how you guys doing? Not too good, huh?
Howie, you're in Oregon, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah.
Is it freezing rain up there?
Yes, a massive winter storm. It's 16 degrees at my house, and it's snowing. And it's just, I'm supposed to fly out Tuesday to come see the USC-UCLA game, and I don't know if I'm going to get out of Portland.
Oh, boy.
I know, yeah. I've been looking forward to coming seeing some basketball at McHale, and oh man.
Well, let's hope the home cooking is what it's been this week, because they need another turnaround here. But again, we'll go back to what we've said now. This is they've never lost 2 in a row under Tommy Lloyd, and they've won. We'll have to see what the average is now, but after that last loss, and they won by 47, so I would think they've won the one after losses by probably a clip of 25 points or more on average.
It seems like there's 2 teams to me when I watch them on TV. Like there's the McHale Cats, and then there's the other Cats. The McHale Cats, they play like a team, like maybe a team that could win the whole thing. And then you have the other Cats, when they come up to Washington State or somewhere else. I realize that when you're playing on a strange court or an away court, there's going to be a disadvantage. But still, they look. Some of them look like they're dazed and confused, and I don't quite understand it. You're the number 8 team in the country. I mean, play like it. And it's really weird. I was looking at the big men since we had a discussion about that last time. Their big men seem more athletic than our big guys. You had some of their guys doing spin moves, and we sure we got them on the offensive glass, but we should be making the initial shot. And if we get the offensive rebound, we should be putting it back in. And we weren't.
Well, Oscar Clough had that one nice drop kind of step where he spun and shot lefty style in the first half on Umar. Yeah. That was a nice play.
Yeah, their big guys seemed real athletic, or they were getting in position. Some were just standing under the basket by themselves on a couple plays. What's that all about?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't understand the dichotomy in the cat. Well, part of it is the juice from the hometown fans and stuff, and all, the lights are down and all that stuff. But man, if you're gonna win the whole thing or win the conference or win the tournament, what's a guy like Dante at Oregon gonna do to you? He's gonna eat you up. Is what's gonna happen. Because, the guy's big and he's athletic. And I think that's part of the problem, I think Kelvin was kind of alluding to that. You need some guys that are tough, but you also need some guys that are willing to move around, play some ball.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, moving forward, how they handle some of those big men that they're going to come up against in the conference. I know Nafale Dante has been injured a little bit, so but he's supposed to be coming back, if not this weekend, next weekend. So I'm sure that's a guy that we're going to see when Oregon comes around.
Yeah, and I've seen it last year when they brought the doubles and the different things. This year, I just think they've played a lot of straight-up man-to-man. Even when they played Edie a lot of the time, I mean, they dug in there a little bit, but it wasn't really big double teams coming down on Edie. Well, even though he shot the big double, they did a lot of that. But I just thought that, when you get a guy playing like that, you just adjust game to game. If I need to bring a double on a guard, or if I need to bring a double on a big just to make things a little bit tougher for him or force somebody else to beat me, then, that's what I'm going to do. But Isaac Jones and Miles Rice, they shouldn't have been able to get it done. I would have forced somebody else to have to finish that game for them going down to the end.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you guys, too, on the point that it's a team sport. You just can't, depend on one guy to win a game. I mean, Caleb Love is a great ball player. He'll play in the NBA, and probably be a star. But, it takes more than one person, especially in college ball and high school ball, I don't know. That's the way I look at it. You can't, and then the teams start to focus on that guy, and then you're really in trouble.
And what's even more tough for Caleb is that it's basically off the dribble as well. So it's not like you're running plays or the ball is moving around and coming back to him. Everything is kind of stagnated because as soon as he gets the ball, he just goes a couple dribbles and either get his three or gets into the lane. And like I said, I understand being aggressive in a situation, and I'm all for guards being aggressive because I think it opens up other things. But today he wasn't quite locked into doing those, some of those other things. I mean, I can understand a little bit when you see Barlow, not finish. He threw a pass in there to Crevis early, and he didn't catch it. So
right.
A lot of guards, man, once a guy miss a couple passes, you're like, all right, I guess I'm about to take this upon myself.
Well, and see, that's 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah. So you start having to take it upon yourself, man, when you feel like, the other guys ain't getting it done. You just feel like you have to get it done. But, when I look at the 13 threes, I'm fine with 10. I just wish he would have took those other 3 to the cup, right? And because he was being so efficient when he went in there, good things just seem to happen.
Yeah, what's going on with the three-point shooting? It's like, outside of Love and And Pella Larson, I mean, making one once in a while. I'm talking about on the road. I'm not talking about it.
Well, yeah.
It seems like everybody's missing them. I don't understand that. What's you guys are there. What's happening?
Well, I'm not there. I wasn't at Pullman today, so I can't. I can't. Oh, yeah. Well, again, like you said, it's not happening in Tucson. It's happening when they go on the road. So I can't see.
Yeah.
Some of these arenas I've been in. I mean, I've been in that arena in Washington State like 30 years ago. I can't tell you what the shooting was like, but again, what's that dynamic? Kelvin maybe can. What's the dynamic like of sometimes when you shoot better at home and you go on the road? Is it just I would imagine it's just the unfamiliarity of it.
Man, the way you make shots, DK, is by shooting shots. Okay? And only one guy was shooting.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Boswell only took 2. Johnson only took 2. And if when you only take 2, I mean, you just don't know. I mean, it's not like you're taking a heat check. You got to get going. And so I just feel like, man, they just didn't pull the trigger.
Right.
They didn't pull the trigger. And so if you don't pull the trigger, you can't make any threes. I mean, who was that? Larson took 4. And Johnson took 3. And that's a good read for those guys. But again, man, it's the layups at the end of the day. 11 for 31. You had plenty of opportunities to finish those, and guys didn't finish those. To me, that's where it lies even more. But with those 3-point attempts, man, these guys just need to continue to, take pressure off themselves and just shoot that ball confidently.
Yeah, that arena's got some interesting history. They had George Raveling and Sampson there as coaches at one point in time. And those guys were one is still coaching Houston, and the other one is, I don't know if Raveling's still alive.
He's alive. He's alive. Don't talk about my coach now. Coach is still here. You know what? You know his famous saying about Pullman, Howie?
What?
George Raveling's famous saying about Pullman, it's not the end of the world, but you can see it from there.
I know. I've been there. I've been there. It's like you cross this road from Moscow, Idaho, into Washington and drive about 15 miles through a week, and then you're on the campus.
Out of nowhere, like, a campus.
Yeah.
And we were talking about 3-point shooting, right? And maybe it is the gym, because guess what? They only made 4.
Yeah, that's true.
And they only shot 13.
Yeah.
Okay? So maybe it is the gym, and they realize it's cold. The rims are cold. I mean, and they beat us by getting layups. I always say it. I say the team to make the most layups. The 3-point shot it's pretty, man. It's beautiful. But at the end of the day, I always think about it. Like 35% is good. That don't sound good to me. I want some higher percentages, and I just feel like, again, I would love to see what the case study is to the team that get the 2s to compare to a team to get the 3s on the success rate. But again, man, they only shot 13 threes to our 24, and we made 7 and they made 4. So how it wasn't 3-point shooting?
Yeah. I don't know.
We hope you get down here and we get a chance to we will likely be out live before the game Saturday at UCLA by the arena. So stop by and say hello.
I will. I'll stop by and say hello. Hey, it's great talking to you guys.
All right, Howie. Always great to talk to you as well. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. We'll review what we thought needed to happen for Arizona to win this game when we come back. It's the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show. Kelvin Ifan is here. J.W. Madden has the night off. AJ is running the ship. I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
This hour of the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show is brought to you by Advanced Auto Care, Crest Insurance Group, Desert Diamond Casinos, First Chiropractic, Frog in Firkin, Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates, Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, the Polston Results Team with Keller Williams, Southern Arizona, Royal GMC Buick and Cadillac, Royal Kia, Royal Jaguar Land Rover, the Window Depot, Blue Whale Car Wash, Caruso's Italian Restaurant, Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing, The Diamond Store, Goldberg and Osborne, Goodfellas AC.
True Wildcat fans know that when you're looking for the best place to watch all the big games on big screens, drinking cold beer and having the best food, all paths lead to Desert Diamond. Bet on your Wildcats and all your favorite teams 24/7 on our easy-to-use kiosks. Come chill on our comfy couches and build your best bet at Arizona's best bet, the Desert Diamond Sportsbook and Bar.
An enterprise of the Thana Autumn Nation.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Desert Diamond Casino is licensed in Arizona.
Hi, this is Natalie Fernandez-Lee, President of Meridian Wealth Management. As a fiduciary investment firm, our clients have trusted us to guide them down their financial paths for decades. Whether you are an individual or family, business, foundation, or nonprofit, we are committed to your long-term goals and financial futures. We are proud supporters of the Tucson community and all that makes our city so special. Visit online at meridianwealthllc.com to learn more about Meridian.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Here's an important message from University Termite and Pest Control. The weather is getting cooler here, and so rodents will be seeking alternative housing. Do you need a professional? Call University Termite and Pest Control, 886-4146. They've been serving Tucson since 1974. You can be assured University Termite and Pest Control will keep you pest-free using the most responsible products and application methods. 28 school districts, 3 hospitals, 2 colleges, 1 university, and thousands of homeowners trust University Termite and Pest Control. You can too. Call University Termite and Pest Control today at 886-4146 or go to bepestfree.com.
As Arizona's leading personal injury law firm for more than 30 years, Goldberg & Osborne agrees, bear down, Arizona. With offices statewide, including 5 in Tucson and Southern Arizona, the Eagle gives you home field advantage. More than 1,800 5-star Google reviews prove Goldberg & Osborne has the playbook for any situation. So after any accident, let the attorneys voted best personal injury law firm tackle that insurance company and get you the settlement you deserve. Goldberg & Osborne, 1-800-THE-EAGLE.
Do you often worry you left the garage door open? With a LiftMaster garage door opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out.
Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates is your authorized local LiftMaster dealer. Visit KaiserDoor.com for more information.
Cantina nachos, strawberry watermelon margaritas, a few zombie kills, and all your favorite sports teams live? When your day calls for some winning, it's time for Dave & Buster's, where you can eat, drink, play, and watch all the sports you want. They've got massive HD TVs, hundreds of the hottest new games, a chef-crafted menu, and an incredible list of beers, wines, and cocktails. So remember, if your day calls for a little victory, a little triumph, a little win, it's probably calling for Dave & Buster's.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
With the new year, we usually make resolutions to be healthier. Water quality in your home can help you achieve healthy living goals. I'm Ron Arenas with Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. We offer solutions to filter the water in your house that you drink, shower, and cook with every day. For clean and healthy water, call 520-440-4069.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 dock fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or royalkia.com.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. We have the Arizona Wildcats covered on game day like no one else. We are Wildcats Radio 1290. The Meridian Wealth Management postgame show continues on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
So Arizona down by 5 minutes, 38 to go. Love with the ball. He gave the Wildcats that lead. Looks for a three here. It's good. And timeout Arizona with 1:33 to go. 15 to shoot. Rice works his way. Bounce pass off to Wells. Now inside to Jones. Quick turnaround shot. Bounces and goes. Another big bucket for Isaac Jones.
Yeah, that was the one that kind of hurt, man. He that ball just kind of hung, and just never came off the rim for the Arizona Wildcats. Isaac Jones hitting 3 big shots down the stretch for the Washington State Cougars. as they knock off the Arizona Wildcats by a score of 73-70 up in Pullman, dropping Arizona to 12-4 on the season. The Wildcats now are 3-2 in conference play. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Let's review our keys to the game, what we thought needed to happen. J-Dub is off tonight, so we will start with him.
Yeah, I agree with everything. I just have one key. Just remember that tree. Just remember what happened up there in Palo Alto. Take this team as seriously. They just went to L.A., guys, and beat USC for the first time in 9 years, whatever. That's a quality team they're playing tonight. Show what Arizona basketball is all about. Come out there, play that hard on-ball defense, get out at shooters, and bring home that win.
Didn't happen. Did not happen. How'd you feel about the way they guarded out on the perimeter tonight? I mean,
well, they didn't. It was funny. I mean, the guard Rice kind of was doing his thing.
Right.
He was doing his thing. But besides that, I thought they did a decent job, man.
Yeah.
I just think that inside, that's where they took care of business at. I mean, Rice hit a couple key shots right there at the end when they needed them. But I think you can put your hand right on Jones. To where to where you want to place the blame to how we lost this game today.
I mean, their other listed guards are, you've got Jabe Mullins. He didn't take any shots.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Watts didn't take any shots. The guy that I thought might be the pest, Kumani Wazzu, took one shot and made it, but he only scored 2 points. He only played 5 minutes. My pest never seemed to really play much in any of these games. Maybe I have to start upgrading my pest. And Jalen Wells, who probably is listed as a forward, but has guard skills.
Right.
4 of 13 and 1 of 6 from 3, so he didn't shoot the ball very well in the ball game. So, yeah, I mean, it was really the bigs today for the Washington State Cougars. Kelvin thought this.
I feel that they do a great job of scoring in the post and in the paint. I think we got to do a great job of taking that away. They do real good job of post-to-post passing, so the guards are going to have to really dig in there and help out and force that ball back out of there. Also, I feel like Keyshawn Johnson and Pella Larson, I want to see those guys be aggressive offensively. I think we're a better team when all 5 guys are being aggressive to score.
Well, they only had 12 assists, but Wells had 4 of those, and the big guy, Oscar Clough, had a pair as well in the game. So they did get some ball movement from some of their bigs, but like you mentioned, Isaac Jones did not have any assists in the ball game. They were feeding to him. He wasn't worried about feeding to anybody else.
Yeah, man, and like I said, but right there, you had to stop the scoring in the paint. You had to win that battle to beat this team, because every film that I watched, they did a great job of penetrating and dropping off or getting it to a big and him maneuvering and scoring like you seen Isaac Jones doing today. So, we didn't get the job done as far as, winning that paint battle.
And here's what I thought needed to happen in the ball game. This is a Washington State team that will take threes. They average close to 20 per ball game. So I'm going to say that obviously anytime you go out on the road in that type of environment, defending that three-point line is going to be one major key. You don't want this to turn into a Stanford situation and get them going at home. Also, they're a very good defensive team, are the Washington State Cougars. So I think you're going to need to go inside today, and I think when you do go inside, they're a team that likes to block shots. So let's pump fake. Let's try to get them in the air and get some fouls and get to the line. I think an Arizona Wildcat team that can get to the free throw line in this ball game will be an Arizona Wildcat team that can win pretty easily on the road. They're also a team that likes to deny transition, and we know that that's one of the things for Arizona. So you've got to be able to score in transition to win this ball game today. Wildcats could not do that in this ball game. I think they had 2 fast break points in the first half of this game. They finished with just 8 fast break points. We mentioned the 8 blocks in the game. Chinelo, however you pronounce that. I'm off at the moment. But he had 3 of those 8, and then Isaac Jones had the other 2 to 5 of those 8 shots. And you got to the line 21 times, which is not awesome, but it's not bad. But you can't, in a 3-point game, if you're going to miss 8, that's going to be a big key as well.
Yeah, no, that's tough, man. You miss 8 in the game like that. That's so tight. They come back to hunt you. But again, man, defending that paint, scoring, was the end to this game right here, man. I think they go back and look at their scoring in the paint, and you think about it, you said they shot 23s a game. They found something. They found something because they only shot 13.
Right.
So the coach must say, hey, keep going at these guys. Keep going at these guys. We can score on these guys. We got something there because again, you look at the game plan. They had one guy with 15 shots. That's Jones. Then you had the guard with his 10 shots, 5 for 10, 50%, and then Wells that guard forward. Besides that, man, so 3 guys basically beat you scoring.
Yeah, well, Isaac Jones and Jalen Wells combined for half their shots in this ball game. So clearly they thought they could win this game by going inside. Chinyelu out of Nigeria was that Ruben Chinyelu who had that was I haven't seen too many blocks like that where you just go up, block it, and put it in your back pocket.
Yeah, no, man. I didn't know what I just saw. I didn't know what I just saw.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive block by that freshman. I might put that on one of the list for the potential plays of the year for sure. You're not going to see too many blocks like that. All right, those were our keys for tonight.
Wildcats fans, that's a look at your keys to the game. They're brought to you by the Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive, the dealership that is different.
Who's your pest, Kelvin?
Jalen Wells.
Jalen Wells. Okay, yeah, Jalen Wells. And let's see, what else did he do in this game? He had 4 assists, 2 steals, 7 boards. So
all over the place.
Didn't shoot the ball well, but solid in some other areas tonight for Washington State. And again, this Pac-12 now is sizing up to be pretty interesting as the Wildcats fall for a second time and Washington State wins for a second time. And like I said, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't have a vote, but I would be pretty sure. I would be if I was betting at the Desert Diamond Casino, I would bet that Isaac Jones is going to be your Pac-12 Player of the Week after combining for 50 points in 2 wins for Washington State, 1 on the road and 1 at home. We want to talk to you. What do you think of this game tonight? 520-848-1290. We will take your calls and more next. It's the Meridian Wealth Management post-game show. Along with Kelvin Ifan, I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
This hour of the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show is brought to you by Humane Society of Southern Arizona, Lexus of Tucson, Nova Home Loans, Recon Auto Detail, Ride Now Power Sports Tucson, Tucson Police Department, Broadway in Tucson, Dave & Buster's Tucson, Dorado Rock, First Choice Pools, The Good Feet Store, Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, O'Reilly Chevrolet, Ram Plumbing, Restaurant Supply Store, Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Rocking KA Master Plan Community Design by Nature, University Termite and Pest Control.
Tired of dry, itchy skin? Have mineral buildup at every faucet. Ram Plumbing's affordable, green, eco-friendly water softener and alkalized purification systems are built right here in our great state of Arizona and use a fraction of the wastewater as their competitors. Want soft water, non-chlorinated, or the best alkalized drinking water? You can trust Ram Plumbing to be your one-stop shop. Ask about their Water Taste Challenge. 40th year anniversary savings, up to $500 off water systems and $40 off any service. If your plumbing's in trouble, call Ram on the double.
Hi, this is Tim Couch, retired NFL quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, partner at Meridian Wealth Management, and proud member of Meridian's Tucson Advisory Business Council. It's my favorite time of year, college football season. I've always been a proud Wildcat. As our firm has grown in Tucson with Ruben and Natalie Fernandez, I now cheer on 2 Wildcats every year. My alma mater of Kentucky, of course, and our U of A Cats. Here's to a great football season, and go Cats.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer looking for quality car parts in Tucson, look no further. Advance Auto Parts has 6 Tucson locations with over 75 years in business. Advance Auto Parts is the largest car parts retailer in the U.S., and customers know they can trust their products, like Die-Hard batteries. Now with free installation, only found at Advance Auto Parts stores. Take advantage of our same-day delivery and pickup. Just visit our website at stores.advanceautoparts.com and make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Advance Auto Parts for all your car repair needs. Now a proud radio sponsor of the University of Arizona Wildcats.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rock & Kay, nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills. Enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Explore natural open space, a network of connecting trails, and a community park within the Vail School District. Visit Lennar's 2 communities in Rock & Kay with home savings up to $35,000 and limited time interest rate and closing cost incentives on select move-in ready homes. Live RockandK.com. Designed by Nature, proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
With the new year, we usually make resolutions to be healthier. Water quality in your home can help you achieve healthy living goals. I'm Ron Arenas with Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. We offer solutions to filter the water in your house that you drink, shower, and cook with every day. For clean and healthy water, call 520-440-4069.
The Window Depot is proud to sponsor the first look at today's game and would like to invite Arizona Wildcat fans to visit one of their Tucson warehouses. The Window Depot provides over 1,000 in-stock vinyl windows, interior and exterior doors, plus granite and quartz countertops, and a huge selection of custom cabinetry, all at the lowest prices in town. Consider the Window Depot your MVP when it comes to your home improvement needs. Stores are open Monday through Saturday, or order online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or royalkia.com.
Coach Tommy Lloyd here. Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is the ultimate team when it comes to your home's comfort.
Thinking about replacing your heating and air system? It's free furnace season at Right Way.
These are some of the slowest months of the year. We have equipment in stock and our crews are available.
And to spark business, we're including an 80% furnace absolutely free with the purchase of an air conditioning system.
And if that's not enough, we'll include a Wi-Fi thermostat, 10-year parts and labor warranty, plus we have 0 interest financing available.
Call or text 520-200-2422 today or visit rightwayac.com.
Here's an important message from University Termite and Pest Control. The weather is getting cooler here, and so rodents will be seeking alternative housing. Do you need a professional? Call University Termite and Pest Control, 886-4146. They've been serving Tucson since 1974. You can be assured University Termite and Pest Control will keep you pest-free using the most responsible products and application methods. 28 school districts, 3 hospitals, 2 colleges, 1 university, and thousands of homeowners trust University Termite and Pest Control. You can too. Call University Termite and Pest Control today at 886-4146 or go to bepestfree.com.
Southern Arizona Radiology Associates have been dedicated to providing superior images and quality care for the last 35 years. They're the one you trust when you need an X-ray, CT scan, ultrasound, mammogram, or MRI. They have locations in Tucson, Green Valley, and Sierra Vista. Ask your doctor to refer you to Southern Arizona Radiology Associates today. That's Southern Arizona Radiology Associates. Visit their website at sararadiology.com or call 520-335-6849 for more information.
The Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show continues on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Here's Rice driving inside. Shovel it to Clough. Posted up on Ballo. Turns in the lane with that left hand and scores it. 3 buckets now for Oscar Clough, the 6'11 junior out of Australia.
Yeah, that was that nice move by Oscar Clough, and then it was Andre Yakumovsky.
And the Cougars, they'll just keep it at a slower tempo. They're up by 5:15 to go first half. Here's Rice driving the lane, hook it out. Yakumovsky for 3. It's good.
Yeah, you can't give Yakumovsky that much room there. Arizona over helping, unable to get to the shooter.
They only had 4 threes, as we mentioned, but Yakumovsky made 2 of them, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 2 of 7 on the game from the floor, 6 points, 4 rebounds for Yakimovsky, Oscar Clough, who played at Cochise down the road in Douglas. And he finished with 6 points on 3 of 5, had 2 assists and 1 block and 1 steal. So not a bad game for both of those young men in a 73-70 upset for the Washington State Cougars over the number 8 Arizona Wildcats. And we were watching this Baylor game here, and that's a game that is going down to the wire as well in their brand new facility against the Cincinnati Bearcats. I mean, these games in the Big 12, boy, it seems like all of them this week have been very close. It's going to be a very interesting league when the Wildcats get there next season. What did you think? Obviously, we talked about Caleb Love kind of taking over offensively down the stretch. What did you think about that fake 3 drive reverse style shot that he had there?
Oh man, it just shows you how athletic he is, man. To be able to go up and it's like an up and under off the dribble. You know what I mean? And to be able to go up on that one side and make the guy think you're going to shoot it and then come to the other side and throw it with that backspin off the top of the box and for it to come down perfect, man, it just make you, want to see him penetrate even more, man. I mean, because he's so exciting and he's able to finish in different ways.
All right, I do believe we have some sound from Pullman, the players, Caleb Love and Jaden Bradley. Let's head up to Pullman, Washington, and hear from the Arizona Wildcats players after this loss to the Washington State Cougars.
We're a fast-paced team, and their game plan was to slow us down with that zone that they were playing, and it worked in our favor. And messed up our rhythm. We couldn't get the open looks and the shots that we usually are able to make and take. So we obviously was missing a lot of bunnies at the rim and a lot of missed open shots, and that's just on us. But we gotta figure out a way to win that game, and it just didn't happen today.
Yeah, when you say bunnies like that, I mean, can you attribute that to anything? Is that just luck? Was there some touch missing?
It's just focus. That's all it is. We work on finishing every day. Coach emphasizes it day in and day out, and we just got to be mentally tough. I think we was complaining to the refs a little bit too much, and going on the road is tough. The whistle might not go your way, so we just got to fight through that, and especially on the road.
Yeah, you guys have talked a lot about how tough it is playing on the road. You need to respect your opponents, etc. Do you feel like you had that today? Was that any part of it? Do you feel like it was just like you said, maybe the scheme, what they were doing? Jaden, what did you think?
Yeah, we just came out slow. Stuff wasn't going our way. The whistle, missing bunnies. Not hitting threes like we used to, and that zone kind of affected us, and we had it going late, but. We got to do a better job as players, recognizing that zone and kind of get it flowing.
Yeah. And Jaden, it seemed like you were almost able to help pull the top off the bench. How about that? Just kind of that role you played this season, and then coming in a game like this in a tough spot.
Just trusting my teammates. That starting group. Believing in me when I come in, and just doing what the team needs me to do. Just next man up. So.
Yeah. Do you think you might be getting, taking a bigger role as things come around here? It seems like.
I mean, we never know that. Game by game, it might vary, might play a lot, might not. So you just got to be ready. When my number's called.
And Caleb, we talked about how last week you were scoring. They didn't need you to score all those points, but obviously today, Coach Lloyd was saying really liked your aggression. Needs it in a game like this. Did you feel like you had to play even more aggressively because of the way it was playing out today?
I mean, I just try to play as hard as I can and do whatever the team needs. And we was kind of slacking scoring. I mean, I was off too. I shot 10 for 25. That's not good enough. Especially the leader that I am. I got to be more efficient. And obviously that's one key that why I came here, to be more efficient, and I got to be better than that. But shots were going my way, towards the end of the game, but it's not, like I said, it wasn't good enough.
All right, that is the players after the game tonight in Pullman. Wildcats lose 73-70. We've got some chat going on. If you're watching the show tonight on YouTube, I want to read a few of these, and we've got some also coming in on the text line as well. Don checks in on the text groove and says, at this point, I have zero confidence in this team and this coach. That comes from Don.
Man, whoa, man. I can't. A season is tough, man. Sometimes I think people forget that these other teams are actually Division I teams as well, and coaches that get paid as well. And to lose by 3 on the road, man. It happens. Of course, you want the team to play better, but at the same time, man, you want those learning lessons to happen now, man. I hate for it to be doing a loss. I hear you guys, but you'd rather have it happen now, man, so they can fix some of these issues before they end up making that run.
Doesn't get any better. Robert Garitano says on our YouTube channel, I predict another first-round loss come March. K-Dub checks in and says, not sure I can get behind Tommy as a good coach anymore. This guy's teams choke against the absolute worst teams. This is the second horrible loss this year. Going to be lucky to get a 4th seed. Going to be lucky to get a 4th seed in the West. The resume is not impressive at all. No good wins. I don't know if I agree with that. There are some good wins on here. 2 bad losses. I've never seen a team that the last 3 years misses so many easy shots.
Ooh, hey. Well, the easy shots, that's tough, man, because people, they remember it. So it's only one way to fix that, and the guys got to take care of that. But, again, man, you don't know until it's over with. Till the end of the season is when we really going to find out how well this team does. I mean, and again, you jump out and you win all those early games. You win some big games in there because they did win a few big games. That Duke win was pretty big.
Yeah, I would
Wisconsin
say so.
was okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, pretty big actually. And so again, man, I think what ends up happening is that you feel like you're gonna win every game, and you don't realize that people are sitting back, got you marked on their calendar as the game that their only chance of having points, to look good for the NCAA tournament. So you got to understand what you're going up against. And I've been saying that forever. That name across your chest, when you get into that Pac-12 play, it's going to attract sharks, and you gotta have some real weaponry, man, to get past that.
All right, we'll head back up to Pullman a little bit later and hear from the head coach as well, Tommy Lloyd. Let's get another break in here. We'll come back, talk some more about a 73-70 loss for the Arizona Wildcats, the number 8 Wildcats on the road at Washington State. This is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show, and you're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Broadway in Tucson presents the Rockin' 2023-2024 season featuring 8 blockbuster productions including Disney's Aladdin, The Book of Mormon, Hairspray, and Chicago. Enjoy the Southern Arizona musical premieres of Tina, the Tina Turner Musical, Ain't Too Proud, The Life and Time of the Temptations, MJ the Musical, and Mrs. Doubtfire. Secure your choice season tickets today and get the ultimate in flexibility and the lowest prices all season. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and secure your season tickets today.
What up, Tucson? This is Joseph Blair, former Wildcat and assistant coach of the Washington Wizards. When I came to play basketball at the U of A in the 90s, the Tucson community became and has always remained a special part of my life. And this is why I proudly joined the Meridian Wealth Management Tucson Advisory Business Council. If you have financial questions or concerns, please be sure and call my friends Natalie or Ruben Fernandez at 719-1433 or visit online at Meridian Wealth LLC. And as always, bear down, Tucson.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Experiencing the Sonoran Desert's natural wonders comes easy at Rock & Kay. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. 6 model homes are now open to tour at Del Webb at Rock & Kay. Here, life is about more than just beautiful homes. It's about the experiences waiting outside your front door at this new 55-plus active adult neighborhood. LiveRockandK.com. Designed by nature, built for you. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Are you ready to adopt? Come to the Humane Society of Southern Arizona. When you adopt from us, you will save more than one life. You'll also make room for the next pet in need. The Humane Society of Southern Arizona has been compassionately serving pets and the people who love them since 1944. Our knowledgeable adoption matchmakers will help you find the right pet for your home and support you after you adopt. We are open 7 days a week at our main campus at 635 West Roger Road. Learn more and see adoptable pets at hssaz.org.
Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Always trust the big guy. Mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair at coolwillies.com. Cool Willie's is proud to be a partner of the University of Arizona Wildcats basketball radio broadcast. 2 powerful teams working hard for you to get the job done right every day. Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Big enough to help, small enough to care. Remember to mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair. CoolWillies.com.
This summer, savings is the ultimate drive.
The road has been long, and now you're here. One incredible family.
You've saved so many families so much. I want that opportunity.
Savings and Selection 100, now playing at O'Reilly Chevrolet. Go to O'Reilly.com, call 747-8000, or test drive one on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Find new roads at O'Reilly Chevrolet. More than a great price.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
Here's an important message from University Termite and Pest Control. The weather is getting cooler here, and so rodents will be seeking alternative housing. Do you need a professional? Call University Termite and Pest Control, 886-4146. They've been serving Tucson since 1974. You can be assured University Termite and Pest Control will keep you pest-free using the most responsible products and application methods. 28 school districts, 3 hospitals, 2 colleges, 1 university, and thousands of homeowners trust University Termite and Pest Control. You can too. Call University Termite and Pest Control today at 886-4146 or go to bepestfree.com.
As Arizona's leading personal injury law firm for more than 30 years, Goldberg & Osborne agrees, bear down, Arizona. With offices statewide, including 5 in Tucson and Southern Arizona, the Eagle gives you home field advantage. More than 1,800 5-star Google reviews prove Goldberg & Osborne has the playbook for any situation. So after any accident, let the attorneys voted best personal injury law firm tackle that insurance company and get you the settlement you deserve. Goldberg & Osborne, 1-800-THE-EAGLE.
Do you often worry you left the garage door open? With a LiftMaster garage door opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out.
Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates is your authorized local LiftMaster dealer. Visit KaiserDoor.com for more information.
Well, it's that time of year. You dress the kids up for the holiday parties, and they hate it. You dress everybody up for the annual holiday card picture, and, well, everybody hates that. You even dress the turkey, and we're pretty sure he's not happy about that. This year, dress up your yard in time for the holidays. Call Dorado Rock and Materials, and we promise there will be no complaints. Make your yard beautiful and worry-free with their personal service and convenient delivery times. Dorado Rock and Materials. The right service, the right product, the right price.
True Wildcat fans know that when you're looking for the best place to watch all the big games on big screens, drinking cold beer and having the best food, all paths lead to Desert Diamond. Bet on your Wildcats and all your favorite teams 24/7 on our easy-to-use kiosks. Come chill on our comfy couches and build your best bet at Arizona's best bet, the Desert Diamond Sportsbook and Bar.
An enterprise of the Tohono O'odham Nation.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Desert Diamond Casino is licensed in Arizona.
The Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show continues on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And the Wildcats, that's my bad on this side, AJ. The Wildcats fall 73-70 I had my sound card turned down. Let's hear from Keyshawn Johnson hitting that shot there. Maybe not.
Get back out top for Keyshawn. Fires a three out there. Banked it home for three. And Wildcats back within one now. 15.2 to go.
Keyshawn Johnson made a three-point late. Wildcats got back to within one at 71-70. But Washington State got a bucket at their end to make it 73-70. And then Caleb Love missed a three-point shot to try to tie the ball game, and Arizona falls tonight in Pullman by a score of 73-70. Kelvin, we were just talking in the break. This was a game in which the Wildcats saw some zone defense, and Tommy Lloyd talked about that after the ball game. Clearly, they were not comfortable with that.
Yeah, no, they wasn't comfortable, man. The ball wasn't zipping around like you're used to seeing. Just seemed like they were uncomfortable. You know, they had Keyshawn right there in the middle of the zone. A lot of time he got the ball, and you know, he probably could have turned around and shot that free throw line jumper or took a dribble and, you know, got a little floater or something like that. But it seemed like he was looking to pass the ball. He was looking to get Ballo the ball down there in the post area, you know, against their big guy. But we really needed him to be a little bit more aggressive there. And Coach said it, you know, maybe some more creative zone offense, you know, to you know, take advantage of some of these zones. Now, again, as Coach is going to say, I know it. We don't see a lot of zone.
Yeah.
Right. But, you know, when you do, you know, you want to be able to have something that you can, you know, depend on to be able to go to that guys and put a lot of work into because it didn't look like it right there that they were very comfortable. And with that being said, they still were right there, you know, in the game. But, you know, you wish a little bit more execution with some plays. You know, we all know a ton of zone plays that you can get to give yourself some opportunities there. And I just think it's something that they're going to have to look at. And you only get to look at this stuff if you lose. And I'll say this like thing, and it sucks because the next game you win by 30 and you forget the loss. The guys forget the loss.
Right.
And so how do you build? So that's what this team is going to, you know, the one thing about the transfer portals and having guys around just for a year, you got to build all of that in 1 year, in one season, and to try to make it all work.
Daniel Plank checks in on the chat, YouTube. He says the Wildcats did not want to be there and play basketball tonight in Pullman. It was cold. It was cold.
Yeah.
There was somebody had a video. I think Bruce Pascoe had a video of them getting off the bus and walking through the snow to get into the arena. And sometimes that just, I don't know. I mean, maybe like you said, Calvin, it shouldn't matter, but maybe sometimes it does get into your head a little bit, and you just don't feel, you know, when you're used to walking around down here and being outside maybe before games and whatnot, and that could potentially, you know, get into your head a little bit. I don't know that it happens a lot, but I'm sure maybe, no.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you wouldn't think so, but, you know, the drive over there is boring, you know, driving from Spokane, wherever you're coming from. More likely they probably drove from Spokane because he's from there, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they
probably stayed over there.
Yeah, they probably stayed over there. Then you got to drive over there and, you know, get the plan. You just got to create your own energy, man. We talked about that in the pregame, that you got to create that own energy, man. You got to get yourself going. You know, they just ran into a team that was excited, that just came off a USC win, first time in forever, and they're just highly motivated to get a dub, and they bested you by 3. It's not the end of the world. I mean, you there's plenty of opportunity. They shot 20 more shots than these guys, man. You know, so you just got to make those shots. Whatever you got to do to get in there and fix that and make those shots. I'm not giving up on these guys yet because I just saw too many opportunities to where this game should have been that 13-point victory that I said it was going to happen.
Wasn't a big crowd, but the Zoo Crew, as they like to call themselves, the student section was loud in there tonight, the 3,500, and they are happy tonight. They were partying in Pullman because they beat the number 8 team in the country to continue what has been upset week across college basketball. Kelvin, any final thoughts before we adjourn and return for the Trojans, my alma mater, on Wednesday?
Yeah, man, that's going to be I think it's going to be a big game. USC really needs a victory. Arizona, again, they always want to protect home court to keep themselves in that contention for that Pac-12 championship. So, man, excited to see that game, man, and see the improvements that the guys make. I'm looking to see what that finishing is like and how Boswell bounces back.
No Isaiah Collier, but we'll look forward to watching Bronny James for the first time at McHale Center. We will talk to you on Wednesday, Kelvin.
Yes, sir.
Kelvin Efod, he is the captain, class of 1998. We'll take our final break of the night. Come back. We'll hear from the head coach of the Arizona Wildcats, Tommy Lloyd, in his conversation with Bruce Pascoe. I would say his conversation with the media, but Bruce Pascoe, I believe, was the only one there tonight in Pullman. So his conversation with Bruce Pascoe after the game, as well as get you a scoreboard, and we'll turn the lights out after a 73-70 loss to the Washington State Cougars. It's the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show, along with Kelvin Efon and AJ Camacho running the controls. I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
This hour of the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show is brought to you by Humane Society of Southern Arizona, Lexus of Tucson, Nova Home Loans, Recon Auto Detail, Ride Now Power Sports Tucson, Tucson Police Department, Broadway in Tucson, Dave & Buster's Tucson, Dorado Rock, First Choice Pools, The Good Feet Store, Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, O'Reilly Chevrolet, Ram Plumbing, Restaurant Supply Store, Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Rocking KA Master Plan Community Design by Nature, University Termite and Pest Control.
Tired of dry, itchy skin? Have mineral buildup at every faucet. Ram Plumbing's affordable, green, eco-friendly water softener and alkalized purification systems are built right here in our great state of Arizona and use a fraction of the wastewater as their competitors. Want soft water, non-chlorinated, or the best alkalized drinking water? You can trust Ram Plumbing to be your one-stop shop. Ask about their Water Taste Challenge. 40th year anniversary savings, up to $500 off water systems and $40 off any service. If your plumbing's in trouble, call Ram on the double.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or royalkia.com.
The game of football is about pain. Ever since I was 5 years old, it's been all about football. It's been about running, jumping, blocking, tackling. I stopped playing at 31.
You're listening to Michael Robinson, retired pro fullback.
I thought that foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life. I'm so glad I met Good Feet. I'm so glad those arch supports are in my shoes.
Go to the Good Feet store at 4811 East Grant Road or at goodfeet.com.
The Window Depot is proud to sponsor the first look at today's game and would like to invite Arizona Wildcat fans to visit one of their Tucson warehouses. The Window Depot provides over 1,000 in-stock vinyl windows, interior and exterior doors, plus granite and quartz countertops, and a huge selection of custom cabinetry, all at the lowest prices in town. Consider the Window Depot your MVP when it comes to your home improvement needs. Stores are open Monday through Saturday, or order online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
Coach Tommy Lloyd here. Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is the ultimate team when it comes to your home's comfort.
Thinking about replacing your heating and air system? It's free furnace season at Right Way.
These are some of the slowest months of the year. We have equipment in stock and our crews are available.
And to spark business, we're including an 80% furnace absolutely free with the purchase of an air conditioning system.
And if that's not enough, we'll include a Wi-Fi thermostat, 10-year parts and labor warranty, plus we have zero interest financing available.
Call or text 520-200-2422 today or visit rightwayac.com.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills. Enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Hit the community trails, explore local parks like Saguaro National and Colossal Cave, and mingle at private Diamond Community Park events. In the top-rated Vail School District, Rockin' K is close to work, shopping, and services. Tour 11 different model homes by top-tier builders, offering move-in-ready homes and special incentives. Live RockinK.com. Designed by Nature, proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
You know there are times when you want a new truck, and there are times when you need a new truck. So if either of those times are right now, O'Reilly Chevrolet has the time for you. O'Reilly is kicking off Savings in Selection 100. To celebrate 100 years in business, we have over 100 trucks to choose from. See them all at O'Reilly.com. Call 747-8000 or test drive one today on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Find new roads during Savings in Selection 100 at O'Reilly Chevrolet. More than a great price.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
Hi, it's Floyd, the family man with the family plan. Outdated HVAC systems will drive up your electric bill, drain your wallet, and peace of mind. Save now at Goodfellas with no payments or interest till 2024. Get a 30% federal tax credit, up to $2,000 off qualifying heat pumps. Trust Goodfellas. We're locally owned with thousands of 5-star reviews. Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. Visit us at goodfellasac.com to schedule a no-cost estimate.
This hour of the Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show is brought to you by Humane Society of Southern Arizona, Lexus of Tucson, Nova Home Loans, Recon Auto Detail, Ride Now Power Sports Tucson, Tucson Police Department, Broadway in Tucson, Dave & Buster's Tucson, Dorado Rock, First Choice Pools, The Good Feet Store, Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, O'Reilly Chevrolet, Ram Plumbing, Restaurant Supply Store, Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Rocking KA Master Plan Community Design by Nature, University Termite and Pest Control.
Final score 73-70. Washington State knocks off number 8 Arizona. Let's tell you a little bit about what's happening around the rest of the college basketball playing.
The Pac-12 scoreboard is brought to you by Mesquite Valley Growers. Mesquite Valley Growers. Real growers, real experience, real nursery.
All right, 3 games in the conference on this Saturday. A couple of more games will take place tomorrow. One of those games, the other 2 is final as Oregon knocked off California tonight, 80-73. So the Ducks are 5-0 in conference play. It was Keyshawn Bartholomew for the Oregon Ducks with 12 points in that ball game. The Ducks are now 13-3 overall in progress. And how about this on the road? USC is leading Colorado 32-22 in Boulder right now. Early on in that game, Osiah Sellers has 11 points for USC. Tomorrow on the conference slate, a pair of games. Utah will play at Stanford. Both those teams are 3-2, and 1-4 UCLA will host the Washington Huskies. The Huskies being the first team to knock off Arizona State this year. And so the Oregon Ducks are the lone undefeated team in the Pac-12 conference. They are 5-0, with ASU now falling to 4-1. Let's check the top 25 scoreboard for you and get you some of what happened there today. We were just talking about that Baylor game. Baylor holds on to win at home tonight, 62-59. They are the number 14 team in the country. There was another loss in the top 25. Texas, the number 25 team, falls on the road at West Virginia. So the Mountaineers get the win there by a score of 76-73. Let's take a look at that box score real quick, see if our guy Kerr Kriisa did anything. 34 minutes for Kerr Kriisa tonight. 4 of 10 from the floor. All 4 of those were threes. He hit 4 of 8 from 3, finished with 14 points, 4 rebounds, and how many assists did Kerr have? 2 assists in that ball game for Kerr Kriisa tonight as West Virginia knocks off number 25 Texas 76-73. Elsewhere, it was Houston losing again. The Cougars fall for the second time this week on the road at TCU. This new Big 12, folks, 68-67. The Horned Frogs get the win tonight over the Houston Cougars. Also on the docket, we will tell you that San Diego State is a ranked team that lost. They will on the road to New Mexico and fall in the pit to the Lobos, 88-70. Number 6 Kentucky falls to Texas A&M on the road, 97-92. Number 3 Kansas knocks off number 9 Oklahoma, 78-66. So the Jayhawks will likely be the number 1 team in the country come Monday. I want to tell you what happened in junior college basketball today. The Pima College Aztecs were on the road at Arizona Western. The ladies fall by a score of 62-43, so they split their week. The men Also fall to Arizona Western, and that's obviously Arizona Western is a Division I team. They lose 97-88. Gabe Oldham had 22 points and 11 rebounds for the Aztecs in that ball game. And on the ladies' side, they were led by Dominique Acosta, who had 16 points in the contest for the Aztecs. The men lose both of their games this week. Also want to check on the NFL real quick. A couple of NFL playoff games were happening today. Not a good day for my Cleveland Browns. They got absolutely blasted in the opener in Houston by the Texans, 45-14, the final score there. And in the fourth quarter, the Chiefs are leading the Dolphins 26-7. Tomorrow, Packers-Cowboys. You'll hear that game. We'll join that game in progress after Arizona women's basketball on Wildcats Radio 1290, and then we'll have in its entirety the Rams and the Lions. That'll be the late game, and then on Monday we will join the Eagles and the Buccaneers game. That'll be in progress after the Tommy Lloyd show from 6 to 7. Speaking of Tommy Lloyd, let's head back up to Pullman, Washington, and hear from the head coach after tonight's loss to the Washington State Cougars.
What were we talking about? How tough it is to play on the road? You think that
it's always tough on the road, and we knew that. We have a lot of respect for Washington State. Kyle's a great coach, and they came in with a good plan today, and got us a little bit uncomfortable, and we were never able to kind of sort it out for a big enough section in the game to make a big run.
Do you think different than the Stanford game in the sense that
listen. Bruce, I'm not into comparing losses.
Yeah.
What I see is an average basketball team. Okay, that has these really high moments, and then they relax. That's what I see. So we got to figure that out as a coaching staff. Whether that's shaking up the lineup. These are all things I got to think about. Changing what we do, but everything's on the table.
Anything specific about the shooting? Just tonight, that's probably.
We missed a bunch of layups, and I told our guys, if you want to win games in the NCAA tournament, they don't call fouls in the charge circle. We're built to finish those shots. We didn't. Individual responsibility. You get it in there, you got to finish.
You went with Jaden a little more than Kyle in there. Is that?
Jaden's been playing well, and he got us in a flow of the game. His plus minus has been great. Not that I use that as a major criteria all the time, but Kylan just didn't have that look tonight, and he's got to figure that out. Kylan's a heck of a player. I don't care how old he is. He's good enough to play well on the road, and he hasn't. So he needs to figure that out.
Was there anything up with him, either mentally or physically or anything, or just maybe little mid-years?
I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I'm not going to say that. I'm the coach. I'm responsible. So I got to help these guys. Me and my staff got to get together. We got to play better on the road. And Washington State gets a ton of credit. They beat us straight up today.
What was it about Isaac Jones that makes him a tough player?
Well, he's a unique player. You got a big that can kind of handle the ball on multiple dribbles, get the post-ups from different scenarios, creates foul pressure. He's got a supreme right-hand jump hook, so you try to cheat and take that away. He gets the other stuff, and he does a great job at the end of the play going through your chin, and he has soft touch. His ball goes in. He had a couple layups there at the end. I thought we're going to roll out, and then they hung in, and they stayed in, and that's a credit to him. And soft touch for a big man and a ball that goes in it's a premium skill.
You guys did out-rebound by quite a bit still, though. Is that...
We missed a lot of shots.
Well, yeah.
There's a lot of rebounds available.
Offensive. Yeah, I just wondered if you thought maybe the effort was kind of there, but...
Listen, it obviously wasn't good enough. I'm not going to get here and dissect this or that. We want to play better. We're capable of playing better. Today we didn't. Washington State gets a ton of credit. I'm the head coach. The buck stops with me. I'm responsible for making sure we are better in these situations. So, we'll do what we always do. We're going to hang together. You know why? Because it's all we got. We're going to hang together because it's all we got, and we love each other. So we're going to hang together and look forward to getting back home. And, we got a tough homestand against the LA schools, which we know is going to be tough. I know is going to be tough. So we got to prepare for that, and we don't need to look anything beyond any of next week.
When you say change things up, obviously, besides what you're doing, working with the guys, I mean, do you think you might change the starting lineup?
I don't know.
Rotation?
I haven't made any decisions yet.
Okay. What about Caleb? You were talking last week about maybe you don't need everything from him, but maybe in today you did. I mean, was it?
Well, I think it's simple. Caleb's a competitive guy, and when he gets in those moments, he's not afraid to shoulder the burden.
Yeah.
We need some other guys to step up and help him shoulder that burden, and then maybe he'll feel less inclined to be so aggressive. But his teammates have to make him feel that. Now he has to let them. It's a two-way street. But I'm not putting anything on Caleb. I mean, he gave us an opportunity to win that game with some of the things he did on offense, and we just didn't capitalize on them.
Yeah. Like that last play, I mean, you obviously needed a 3 to tie it.
Yeah.
Did you want him because of that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously very comfortable with the ball in his hands, and it's tough. You're coming down, and are they switching? Are they in zone? There's a lot of scenarios going on there, and I wish we would have got a better shot, but we didn't, and I'll have to go back and take a look at that.
What's I mean, when you have a deal like this, like when you say that you have to go back and look at it, do you look at it? Do you expect you to look at it in a different way, or breaking things down? I mean,
Bruce, I've been coaching at this level for 25 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the game on my computer and watch it like I always have. It's been pretty successful, so I'm not going to panic.
Was there anything else about Washington State's defense, about anything unique they did to you?
No, I mean, they did what they've been doing. I mean, they played us zone more than we've been played all year, but traditionally we've been a good zone offensive team, and now we got to figure that out with this outfit.
Because they did that to USC the other day too. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, they've been playing a lot of zone.
Yeah.
All right, that is the head coach of your Arizona Wildcats, Tommy Lloyd, saying a lot of things there. Might be time to shake up the lineup. Went with Jaden Bradley there, likes his plus minus. He has said that a couple of times this week. Heck, I said it earlier. I think, I would begin looking maybe to Jaden Bradley. He seems, and when he's in there, that he's not afraid of the moment. And maybe it's time for a bigger opportunity for Jaden Bradley moving forward. That remains to be seen. But Tommy Lloyd, very pointed in his comments there, that Caleb Love can shoulder the burden. He needs some other guys to shoulder the burden on this team. And it's a short turnaround. You play Saturday. You got to be back on the floor Wednesday, so a little bit of a shorter week leading into the weekend with Southern California coming to town on Wednesday. All right, that's going to wrap up our coverage for tonight. We want to remind you that we have women's basketball tomorrow. The Arizona women's basketball team will look to try to get a split in Oregon. They'll take on the Oregon Ducks. Our coverage with Derek Palmer will begin at 12:45 in the afternoon with tip-off a little after 1 o'clock right here on Wildcats Radio 1290. The Wildcats and the Oregon Ducks, the ladies trying to rebound from their 73-70 loss at the hands of the Oregon State Beavers on Friday night. No DK on the sports tip on Monday due to the celebration of the holiday and birthday of my frat brother, Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity brother, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So please get out and spend some time remembering and celebrating the legacy that is that of Dr. King. A lot of outstanding events going on around town. On the sports side, of course, we've got the MLK Basketball Classic, which will be happening at McHale Center. That starts at 8 a.m. and goes all day with high school basketball on both the boys and the girls' sides. I'd like to thank all the folks that helped out with these broadcasts today. J.W. Madden, hope you feel better. J-Dub, we missed you tonight. A.J. Camacho running the controls here on the AM side, sitting in on his first post-game show. Did an outstanding job over there, A.J. Dusty Dale on the FM side, 107.5. Thanks to Calvin Efon. Most of all, thanks to you for listening. We'll reconvene with you. Don't forget, Tommy Lloyd Radio Show at 6 o'clock, 6:05 on Monday. We will have that for you here on Monday, and we'll reconvene with you, DK, on the Sports Tip on Tuesday. Again, your final score in front of 3,564 tonight in Pullman, Washington. The Washington State Cougars 73, the Arizona Wildcats 70. Have a great night, everybody. I'm David Kelly. We'll talk to you on Tuesday.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. We have the Arizona Wildcats covered on game day like no one else. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
He's Jody Mack, and he's diplomatic.
If you agree with me, it doesn't mean we're right.